Like always, I show exactly how weak I am and do something that I'm probably going to regret later, but I have to do because it's funny. So, I first want to do this, though, before I get into what I just did. So, I'm here on my saving screen because I had to delete memory card space. And here's something funny. I had only like 100 kilobytes of space, right? I had a Sims file on here, which is an old Sims Busting Out. It's called Sims Busting Out. It's a game I used to play, which was kind of terrible, but interesting all the same. And look how much memory space I have now after deleting it. Yeah, that's weird. It just goes to show you that Sims should stay a computer game because it has like gigs of space on it. So yeah, anyway. So this is the game that we were just talking about in the last game that we played, Dark Cloud 2. So I am going to more or less start it. But don't worry, I'm not going to do like what I do before where I'm going to just continuously like marathon it and do like 30 episodes in one day. No. I'm just doing this. Oh, I love that intro. I'm kind of doing this for my own purposes. Let's see, I wonder if I have the memory card that has my file in here. Let's see, no? No. Okay, it's probably somewhere else in my house. But anyway, this game is amazing. And, they changed a lot of things. Like, for example, the map is actually a little bit different. Like, it has 3 options, which I think it still had 3 options, but like, it's actually a lot more, like, I guess you could say helpful, I guess, in this game. Because unlike the other game where it's always in one area, like, you know, like far off to your side, we have to constantly look over to look at it. It's kind of like in the middle of the screen a little bit, but you can see through it. So it's cool because you can, like, if you like stand still and stuff, I think you can see better on it and like all that stuff. So it's kind of interesting how that works. I don't know what anger counter is, but you got all this cool stuff here, right? And I'm just kind of looking at it for the sake of it. So anyway, we're gonna hit new game. Now this is not important, really. This character here is Max. You cannot change his name, just so you know. Well, you can, but it requires you to buy an item with a special bit of currency, which you don't start out with. And you can't even access at the beginning anyway. But anyway, the costume, in case you're wondering, I'll read it from the book, because I have the book. It basically will say, let's see, here, where's the beginning of this? Okay, here we go. Yeah, the prologue. The game begins with you selecting the suitable wardrobe for Max, short for Maximilian. Before you go off adventuring, you must first dress appropriately. You can choose among 3 types of hats, clothes, and shoes. Your choice has nothing to do with the beginning portion of the game, so feel free to mix and match outfits as you see fit. The left analog stick or D-pad is used to select the type of outfit you can choose to get a close look at your character by using the right analog stick. Anyway, you get what I'm trying to say. Plain and simple, you're just going to choose his outfit for fun. So you got the hunting cap, the fashionable cap, and the maintenance cap. I actually wore the fashionable cap the first time I played. And then you got the red vest, which I don't like. So yeah, the denim overalls, the green overalls, and the red vest. I chose the denim one, so I'm going to do the green one this time. And then your shoes are the wing shoes, the leather shoes, and the work shoes. I, for the longest time before I read that, thought the wing shoes would make you run faster, but no. They're just called that, probably because they're lightweight shoes, even though it wouldn't tell you that anyway. I see that you can zoom in and out, turn yourself around so you can kind of get a better look at everything you have. So, yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead and go with this. I think that's a good one. You cannot change this, I don't think, after you leave this screen, so keep that in mind. Now, Dark Cloud 2 actually has a little loading thing, which is kind of neat too. Instead of just the black screen, like the old game did. So that's kind of neat also. Oh yeah, I forgot about this.
What? Those monsters are in my father's room? Father!
Okay, so I'm going to pause here real quick. So this is your fighting screen, more or less. It's going to give you a little tutorial here, so don't worry if you don't know what you're doing at all. You have 4 enemies you have to kill. And it is possible to get your ass handed to you and die, so be very careful about this. So fighting is basically similar to Dark Cloud 1, except one exception. Notice how I have 2 weapons. She has a sword and an armband. This character here kind of is comparable to, when it comes to the swords, she's comparable to Mike in the first game, or whatever the hell is, like Toan, I think is what his real name is. But in magic, which is what the armband is, she's similar to Ruby / Lady Shura. So the thing is, you fight in a way different way than you did before. Like, for example, to use your sword, you'd hit X. So that's basically how you would do it. For the magic attack, though, you have to hold L1 first. And so how that basically what that does is it brings up your, like when you hit and hold L1, she'll prepare for the magic attack. So like, for example, let's see if I can do this without getting my ass handed to me. Press circle button to lock on, press R1 to block, press X button to attack, and press L1 and X button for magic. So basically just explain everything that I just explained to you there. Now you don't have to worry about anything changing until you hit X, so. Also, you notice that you can actually dodge in this game. How you do that, you basically just move away from the enemy and hit X. There we go. I'm not gonna lie, when I first saw that scene, I felt so bad for that girl, despite the fact that we don't even know who she is yet. I was like, oh my god, because like you can just assume from her facial features.
How are you? I'm doing fine. So much has happened that I don't know where to start. Well, I guess it's easiest to start at the beginning. It all began that night. Right, that night of the storm.
Don't worry, there is subtitles, so you don't have to worry about that. So if I decide to be a jackass and talk over the common, voice acting, you'll still be able to see it.
Oh, I'm soaked.
Ha, Max. Pretty early today, huh?
Yeah, I guess, but take a look at this. Haha, ta-da! Check this out. I got a ticket for Flotsam's circus troupe.
Oh, good for you. Your dad's not gonna try to stop you?
He said I could go.
Well, you'd better finish your work quick then, huh?
Right.
Hey, Max, what's that you got there?
What's this? Father gave it to me yesterday. Always wear it, he said. It's pretty old. I don't know what it is. Well, can I get started?
Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Gable's vacuum is set up below. Go to it, lad.
Leave it to me.
This is a pretty, so we got that finally got this all squared away. So here's our main menu that you get if you hit triangle instead of pause like I did before. Another thing I want to explain to you is that scene, where we first saw that introduced you to the battle mechanics and all that. It doesn't matter how fast you defeat those enemies, that plays out the same. But yeah, like I said, you can just tell from her facial features that that's her father that's lying there dead on the ground, or more or less, And you kind of feel heartbroken for her. You're like, I don't know who she is yet, but I feel bad for her because you know that she tried so hard to get to her father's room to save him, but she wasn't fast enough. Anyway, here's your items that you start out with. You have the circus ticket, the medal holder. You have to collect as many as you can. These are the currency I was talking about before. Medals can be used to purchase stuff later on in the game. Right now, though, it doesn't matter. You have bread, restores a little bit of health when eaten. Believe it or not, you can actually get bread, I think, for free at some point in this game, which is kind of interesting. Repair powder. Now, here's something interesting. You have two types of repair powder, as you see. You have the regular, ordinary, everyday, repair all your wonderful weapons, repair powder, right? But then you have this, gun repair powder. Now, for lack of a better word, assume that every weapon that you have that's considered projectile requires this. You cannot use regular repair powder for any projectile weapon. So, now that that sunk in, you now have something that really sucks. Because unlike before, where you could just buy 40 freaking repair powders and be set, which I don't know why you would ever do that anyway, you have to buy both. So you'd have to have, if you wanted a total of 40 repair powders for both your weapons, you would have to buy 20 of each of these. Basically you'd have 20 of each of these, and that'd be your total 40. And then of course you have tasty water. I don't think in this game the thirst thing is as similar as it was before, so you don't have to worry about that too much. I think there actually is a status element against you though called thirst, and that's what you want to watch out for. And then the money, of course, is Gilda. You can look at your character here. Now you're probably thinking, oh, I'm gonna get, you know, 1, 2, 3, yeah, 4 characters. No, you're not. I'll explain these other ones later, but for now, they're not important. Move basically works the way as it did before, where you'd be able to move somewhere else on the world map, but as of right now, we don't know of anywhere else. But you can kind of get an idea of what the game looks like from here, which is kind of neat. You got your options again, but we don't have to worry about that right now. And the question mark stuff, that's for later, and you don't really have to worry about it as of right now. Now, running around is the same as before, you just use the analog stick. It's on the decks downstairs, get to work. I'm not gonna try really hard to try to mimic their voice, even though I know that's something I usually do. But no, I'm not gonna try that hard. Now, let's see. I did that because I didn't know if I had enough space to save on here. Let's see. Yeah, at least 502 kilobytes is necessary for a new save file, so let's say yes. Saving doesn't usually take that long, it's just the first one that takes a while, so don't worry about it too much. But you may have noticed, save points are not as, whenever you want to save, you can save anymore. You actually have to find a save area. And so that's probably why you were, like, you know, whenever I was playing Dark Cloud 1, I had that moment where I was kind of running around and I was like thinking about, wait, how do you save again? It's because like in most cases, save points are only going to be at key areas, like for example here in the beginning of this area, and at like the entrance of dungeons, for example. So that's an interesting thing you should keep in mind. You can't just save whenever the hell you please. There's some pretty cool stuff here, but this is where you need to go. Let's see, I think that repair tool is in that cabinet in the back. Obtain notebook. Let's see, do we have any use for the notebook yet? No, we don't. But, well, let's just see if we can see it in the menu. A notebook to write down everyone's requests. I shouldn't have any yet. Nope, okay. That's for something later. Think of it as the Bomber's Notebook from Majora's Mask. Obtain wrench. Here's your favorite wrench. Nothing you can do with it right now, but it's just there. It looks like there's like something on there, but just a pillow. Like it looks like a note, you know? This must be Gable's vacuum. Okay, time to start fixing it. Guess I'll do it a little later. No. Let's start working on it now.
Okay, here we go. Ah, this is the Anbar Type 2 here. This is a pretty specialized hose attachment. Oh, I see the problem.
No, he does not explain it to you. Does that look familiar? It should. So now we're going to take a peek at...
Well, is everybody ready? Let's have a stupendous show tonight! Let's make this a night of wonder! All right, all. Let's get to work!
That's Flotsam there, by the way.
it's about to start. Why the heck didn't it go off?
Because alarms suck, dude.
He's gone?
Alarms are pretty trollish when it comes to that, you know? Now this episode might run a little long because of all the cutscenes, so don't worry if it does. Alright, once again we're in control. So you can kind of just look around a little bit. There's people that you can talk to and all that. The circus has already started. I love this couple right here. They're so cute. They're just sitting on this bench enjoying each other's company. I love stuff like this. What a beautiful starry sky. Is anything wrong? No, I'm just talking to everyone. The circus makes everything so lively. I can't believe I actually managed to pull that off.
Sorry, but I have to go to City Hall. Sorry, but I have to go to City Hall.
Sorry, I didn't mean to talk to her again. I didn't know I was gonna end the dialogue so quickly. It looks like a ticket office. What are you doing? Wish I could have seen the circus. He probably doesn't have a ticket then. Anyway, I would recommend saving here again. Just a good idea to save often. Ugh. Then you're gonna talk to this guy to move on.
You need a ticket to go in.
As before, you have the menu button with square. And it's right here. But...
Here you go. Hey! My ticket! Oh, I can't believe it! Of all the...
You can't help but feel sorry for the guy. Find the boy who ran away with the ticket. Check with people in town first. By the way, you can only talk to certain people, and then the dialogue will appear telling you where they went.
Did you see a little red-headed kid come this way?
Nope. You see anything?
He headed towards City Hall.
Of course he wouldn't be paying attention.
Did you see a red-haired boy run by?
Oh, yes, just now. I'm certain I saw him heading that way.
You know who she reminds me of? She reminds me of the old lady from, Orphan, actually.
Sorry, but I have to go to City Hall.
Yeah, I don't think she ever helps you, by the way. You can really see the moon from here. Press the R2 button to switch to first-person view. Yep, there's the double moon from Dark Cloud 1. Cool little fact.
see a red-haired boy?
Me? No, sorry.
I see. Huh? Hey!
God damn!
Hand over the ticket.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to see the circus. Just once.
You really want to see the circus, huh?
I'm sorry. I promise I'll never do it again.
All right. Here you go.
Huh?
Come on, it's yours.
Really?
Yep. I'll go see it next time.
Wow, thanks. Really?
You'd better go now. It's about to start.
Okay, see ya.
What?
You passed. You might be able to do it. Hurry! The first door is waiting for you.
What is going on?
I kind of like to think that that's like the Fairy King test, you know? Where, like, you remember in Dark Cloud 1, your way of passing and being able to save the world was saving your girlfriend or whatever. In this one, it's just having a kind heart, you know? Which is kind of funny. But now, at this time, you're able to move on. But I think I will go ahead and stop this episode here since it is getting kind of long. I hope you guys are looking forward to this as much as I am, because this is amazing. Just watching that scene again made me feel like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. Anyway, till then everyone, bye.